Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Dee. I'm a Saint Beauty artist and a lover of all things beauty. So here on my channel, I do a variety of different things, all related to beauty. Pretty much anything that I come across that I feel like is helpful to share, I like to share it. But today's video is going to be a really pretty summer bronze look. Now, in full transparency, I am white as a ghost. I have not done any self-tanner. My skin has not seen the sun in a year. Like it's been, we're just getting out of winter and I am a crazy person when it comes to sunscreen. So I literally have like no pigment in my skin. This is the way it is. But I do still like that summer kind of bronzy look. So if you are a fair girl like me and you want to have that like summer glow and that bronze kind of goddess look, then this video is for you. So I'm gonna be taking you guys through my one compact makeup system. So this is the Saint system. They come in a variety of different compacts that you can choose, but basically it's magnetic and you put your tints in there. Now this is everything that I use for my face or that I'm gonna use today. This is extreme. Like when we do, if you are interested and I can do a color match for you, you choose how, oh man, I forgot. Look at that. I just realized that I did two over here and one over here. It is what it is. I haven't had all my coffee. I just did my nails today. These are press-on nails, but I digress. But this looks like a lot. We can customize the palette to your budget, to the look that you're trying to achieve. But I'm gonna kind of take you through what my pretty much everyday face is with that bronzy kind of thing. And it really depends on your skin tone as well. So I have done all my skincare, put on my moisturizer, my sunscreen, all that stuff. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna prime my skin. This is not needed. If you moisturize your skin really well before applying Saint, you do not have to prime your skin. But I use the Jaclyn Hill Oil Perfecting Primer because my skin is very, very dry. And I just find that it works. I look at it as not necessarily a primer for my makeup, but it just helps to add extra moisture onto my skin. So that's why I love this stuff, but it is not a needed step. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna get my brushes out and I really need to clean my brushes. So you guys please don't judge me because it's really bad. But I'm gonna be using 3 different brushes today. Again, this is extreme. Usually when you do a color match, I will color match you or recommend that you pick up this one brush. This is the 3D foundation brush. You can literally do your full face with this very dirty brush. Yours obviously will come clean. But I am a little extra, and so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the 3 brushes. And I just kind of wanna talk through why I use the 3 brushes and why I like them, particularly why I like them. So the first thing I'm gonna do is color correcting. Now, obviously this is going to be dependent on your skin. You're going to have different things than I to cover up, and maybe you don't, so you won't need any color correctors. Generally, when I'm doing color matches, I tell people, hey, why don't we go with the basic first? And then if you feel like you need more coverage or if you need more color correcting, we can add on, because I don't want you to purchase more products than you actually have to. So you might get your regular main highlight shade and it might be enough coverage or enough color correcting and you don't need any additional products. Well, I'd rather you add on later than spend it and go, oh, I didn't need it. So that's the way I do it because I don't want you to spend more money than you actually have to. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, this is the blend brush. So this is going to give you the lightest coverage. I like this end right here to do my dark eye circles. So I'm gonna be taking these 2 colors here. This one is 03. It's kind of an orangey shade. And this one's kind of a peachy shade. It is R01. Again, these colors may not work for you, but this is what I particularly use. So I'm gonna go in with the 03 and I'm just gonna pack it on to my under eye circles. And what this is going to do is help cancel out those kind of bluish greenish tones that I have around my eyes. And you can see here already a pretty good difference. The other thing that I do is I always take, again, don't judge me, I'm so bad, I need to clean my stuff. But this is a Real Techniques beauty blender. This is my favorite one. It's not even called a beauty blender, I think it's called a beauty sponge. but I just like to take it and just between different colors, I like to push it in and just make sure that I soak up any excess product and then everything is kind of blended out. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, what did I say it was? R01, that kind of pinky shade, and I'm going to focus it on the inner corner of my eye and then the outer corner. And what I like about this shade is it kind of brightens up the area. Now, when I do color matching, I always give out 2 different colors. I generally do like a main highlight shade, and then I do a brightening highlight. And the brightening isn't really concealer, but it is going to help brighten your under eye area. I don't use a brightener because this R01 to me brightens up that area the way that I want it to. So I don't feel like I need another color to brighten up that area. So I'm just gonna go in and again, just make sure that everything is blended out. And you can see here the difference already. So I'm gonna do half my face so you can kind of see it. Next, I'm gonna take this color right here, and this is the color June. And as you can see, it is a very love color for me. And I'm gonna take the other side of the blend brush, and I'm just going to lightly sweep it on. And like I mentioned before, this brush is going to give you the lightest coverage. So if you're somebody who likes that very, very fine wash of coverage, you don't want anything super, like you don't want medium or full coverage, and you really want just that light sweep, this is going to be the brush for you because it's going to give you the lightest sweep possible. Basically what I like to do with this color is I like to even out my skin tone, and you can see here the big difference that it makes. Now there are some times where I will go and I will walk out the door just like, obviously I'll do the rest of my face, but I feel like this is just that very minimalistic makeup look. And so there are times where I just do this, but for today's look, I'm gonna do a little bit fuller coverage. But you can see here how this really does a good job of correcting my redness and a very light sweep of coverage. Like I didn't put a lot of coverage on, but that's why I like the color June. Now, June may not work for you. A lot of other people use the color Aspen. So that's where I can help you, is looking at your skin and figuring out what products are gonna work best for you so you don't have that guessing game. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. This is called our Buff brush. And I'm gonna go in with my main highlight shade. Now I am the shade Candlelit, yeah. I always say candlelight for some reason, I don't know. I like to make up my own words and my own names to things. I don't know, maybe you guys are like that too. But I'm just going to, again, put a very thin amount. I'm not going in with a heavy hand, but the one thing different about cream makeup and particularly Saint makeup is it's not going to apply like a liquid foundation. So I'm using this pouncing method. I'm not going in there and moving it like this, like you would with liquid foundation, because it's not going to move like liquid foundation. So you have to treat it differently. And that's kind of the biggest thing that I have when I'm doing troubleshooting with ladies who do color match with me, is they're like, okay, I'm having a little bit of an issue applying it. And I'm like, because you're trying to apply it like a liquid foundation and it's not going to work. So you really want to go in and just kind of stipple it into your skin and really press it. The other thing with it is you want it to kind of warm up with your face. Because it is a cream product, it is very, very susceptible, I guess, to temperature. I don't know if susceptible is the right word, but it changes with the temperature. So you want to make sure that as you're applying it, that's why you're kind of doing that stippling motion. You're stippling it into your skin, and as you're applying it, it's going to warm up the product and it's going to be a little bit easier to apply as you're kind of putting it on. So again, I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush or sponge and just make sure that everything is blended out. I have that little pimple there, but that doesn't bother me. Everything is blended out. You can see here the coverage. Now, I would not call this full coverage. You can definitely add more layers onto it to get fuller coverage, but I like this because you can still see things poking through. I'm now at the age where I don't want that mask look where my face is so perfect that it does not match my neck and doesn't match the rest of my body, because the rest of my body is not perfect. It has imperfections. And so I look back on some pictures that I had when I was younger, and I had like the flawless face, like flawless. It was perfect. You couldn't see it, anything peek through. And then you could see my neck, and it was like, what? It just looked weird. This to me is a more natural look. And so you can cover up the redness, the dark eye circles, the things that I want to cover up, but yet it still looks like my skin. You can still see that realness poke through. And that to me is where I'm at in life. So if you're somebody who you don't want that mask look and you want something a little bit more natural looking, but you want to be able to cover up certain things, but still make it look like skin, this is where Saint shines. So you can see here that one face. Now I'm going to go and quickly do the rest of the face. I just wanted to show you guys the difference and really how this makeup works and how it kind of neutralizes the redness. It neutralizes the imperfections, yet it still looks like skin, and just the difference. So let's go. I'm going to apply the rest of it. I'll be right back. Okay, so full face is done. I'm going to go in with a bronzer. So this is the color Bella, and this is probably one of the most versatile bronzers that we have. As you can see, again, it is well loved. I use these products. You can tell by the fact that there's literally nothing in the pan. But I'm going to go in with our blush and bronzer brush. Try to say that 3 times fast. But this is the bronzer, kind of bronzer blush side. This is obviously the bigger side. I usually do my neck. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to press this onto the top of my skin. And the purpose of bronzer is to really warm up your face. So with contour, you're thinking about shadows, you're thinking about recessing certain things. With bronzing, you're thinking about really warming up the face and putting it on the areas where natural sunlight will hit. So I'm going to go like that. And you can see already, boom, warmth. Looks like I just came back from the ocean, even though I live in Texas and we don't see the ocean where I live. Now, I usually go up over my nose and just kind of bring it in. And then I'm going to apply a little bit. And this is where I switch over. And the reason why I warm up my neck is because my neck is naturally lighter than my face, which is really weird. My face is actually darker than my neck. I wish it was the other way around because it's so much easier to correct a lighter face than a darker neck, but that is why I always go in and I bronze my neck. And this is where this side of the brush is really, really nice because it's going to give you a very light sweep of coverage, but it is going to help it make it quick. So again, I just go in and you can see here, boom, bronze, goddess, everything good. So next I'm gonna go in and again, cannot say enough about making sure that everything is blended out really, really well. Now this is where it gets a little bit more personal. So some people think of bronzer looks like there is a new cheek color and it is called Jolene. Oh dear. I'm probably going to cut that out because nobody wants to hear me sing, but it is a very orangey color, very bright for summer, and some of the other shades. Like I'm going to be doing a separate video on this because these are, I just hit my nail in. But for the purpose of this video, I want to kind of go with just a standard bronze look. So I'm going to be going in with the color Ibiza. So this color just hit, I want to say last month, and it is now in our regular collection. Before it was a limited edition, now it is on the regular collection. And it is more of it's not a satin, but it's more of a semi-gloss kind of look. And I like this because to me, I think it really, really complements the bronze look that we've already done. And it has like a little pinky undertone. So to me, it looks very still bronze, still kind of glowy, still kind of goddessy, but not any particular color. It kind of has that like a peaky kind of brown look. Now with this shade, because it is like a semi-gloss, you're going to need a little bit more to build up, but that's what I love about these is they're buildable and you can build it up the way that you want it. Next, to kind of give that little bit more glowy look is I'm going to go in with the color Angel. Now this is a cream illuminator and it is so pretty. Now, the difference between cream and powder illuminators are they're more subtle, so they're not going to be boom in your face, and they're also better for dry skin and maturing skin. So if you're somebody who is starting to see those fine lines and wrinkles and you're really nervous about illuminators, cream is going to give you, it's not going to settle into your fine lines and wrinkles, but it's still going to give you kind of that glow within. without being boom in your face. So I'm just gonna take it. No, I don't have really anything left. But you can see here, it's very, very subtle. If you're looking for a bigger bang for your buck, if you really want that glowy boom in your face, then a powder illuminator is going to be your girl, because it is going to give you. But to me, this is just very subtle, very kind of glow within look that is not too over the top. So the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the blend brush again, this side, and I'm going to dip it into the color Bella, and I'm going to put Bella on my lids and really kind of warm that up and use that as a eyeshadow color. So this is another way. The versatility of these products is amazing. The only thing that you need to make sure of is you don't go crazy like me and start putting it all over the under eyes. But just gonna go like that. Here we go. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. I'm actually going to put lashes on because I'm doing another YouTube video about some new lashes that just hit the market. So I want to do a video about that. But I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished look and just that very bronzy summer bronze look for us fair girls. So I went to church, came back and realized, oh crap, I forgot to film the rest of this video. So this is the makeup after church. So this is a couple hours later. As you can see, it's still holding up really, really well, but just a really pretty bronzy, very neutral look for us fair girls. So I will link everything down below. If you are interested in getting a color match and you're interested in trying the system, click on the form below, fill out a color matching, or just send me an email and I can kind of go through, we can go back and forth, or you can send me a text and we can talk to chat through text, whatever is easiest for you. But the biggest thing for me is I love this makeup. I think it's amazing. It's great for my dry, maturing skin. So if you're somebody who is not in love with your makeup routine and you want something new and you want something that's natural and glowy and easy, Saint is where it's at. So hit me up. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.